iLive provides quick and intuitive functions to copy or reset settings between channels, processing blocks and mixes. This uses dedicated edit keys on the surface rather than complex screen menus. These functions are protected from accidental operation. Pressing one of these keys by itself does nothing. The edit function is actioned only if the key is first held down and then a select or mix key anywhere on the surface is pressed. The lower toolbar of the touchscreen displays information about the edit operation, for example what is currently held on the clipboard or whether an action is valid or not. You can copy or reset whole channels or selected blocks of parameters, for example setting up all the processing for a vocal channel as a starting point and then copying it to all other vocal channels. Or work with just one block of parameters, for example copying a compressor across a range of instrumental channels. You can also copy or reset a whole mix or the mix parameters of just one channel, for example the basic parameters for several in-ear monitors. Hold down copy. Pressing a channel or mix select key copies all the processing associated with the channel apart from the input preamp gain, pad and 48V settings, as the physical input is independent of the channel and may be patched to other channels. Pressing a processing block select key copies just the parameters associated with the selected block, for example a PEQ or gate. Pressing the preamp screen gain section select button copies just the analog head amp gain, pad and 48V settings. Pressing the preamp screen trim section select button copies just the channel trim and the polarity settings. Pressing a channel mix key copies the mix settings of the channel including send levels, stereo send image, assignments and pre-post settings. It does not copy the fader and mute settings. Pressing a master mix key copies the whole mix including all channel send levels, stereo send image, assignments, pre-post settings and global send source. To copy the GEQ, use the screen select buttons. Now hold down paste. The lower toolbar of the touchscreen displays information about the parameters currently held on the clipboard. You can only paste like-for-like information. The screen warns you when the operation is not valid. Hold down reset and then press a strip or processing block. Select or mix key to reset its associated parameters to factory default, for example PEQ or GEQ flat. Resetting a mix affects its assignments and send levels only. It does not change the pre-post settings, source selection or mute status. In addition to these edit functions, you can rename, store and recall parameter settings as user libraries or recall factory presets. Library types include PEQ, GEQ, noise gate, compressor, limiter, deesser, full input channel processing, full mix channel processing, FX emulations and PL ANET setup. Touch the library button to open up from the library pane in each processing screen. Select a factory, user or USB item and then touch recall to recall its settings. Touch store new to store the current settings as a new user library item and enter a name. Libraries can be archived to a computer or transferred between iLive systems using a USB key. Press the touchscreen utility configuration library manager key to work with the USB library function. If you plug in a USB key which has libraries stored on it, these libraries will be listed in the relative library screens. You do not need to copy libraries to the surface to work with them.